The Steel City might be most associated with its legendary NFL franchise, but people here in Pittsburgh know that the ties to the Panthers run deep. Glad to have you with us here at Acrisure Stadium, home to the Pittsburgh Panthers. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Pittsburgh Panthers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. The Terrapins ready to get this thing started and open the season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking for a gap. It's Reed. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Holstein. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Grabbed in the middle. It's Reed. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And I love the angle route, whether it's man or zone. If you throw it with timing and you wait for it to develop, most of the time it's going to come open. Great job by the quarterback seeing it, hitting the running back.
And the Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. The give, and he's looking for room behind the left tackle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Williams. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And he's got it inside the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Davis. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They had this drive going, but they face a 2nd and 15. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Bring in the heat. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They'll try to run it in. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to power it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
They've played keep away with the football, but if this defense can make one more stop on 3rd and goal, they might force a field goal attempt. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. On the move to his left. Looking for the score! Touchdown, Panthers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Smith takes the handoff. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
To the air on 2nd down. Right on the money. Hard running there. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The Terrapins are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
And the Terrapins look to keep this drive humming. Back to throw, it's Washington. The sure hands, it's Webb. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Terrapins want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on third. Rush is on him. Complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Gets the back moving. On 4th down, going to the air. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
And the Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. All right, guys, let's talk a little Merrill. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about it.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half. You can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Under fire. Buys a little time with his feet. He's going to run it. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there. Understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Back to the ground game on the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
The Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Now the play fake. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
And the Panthers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A 3rd down try for the offense. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Pocket breaking down. He's not afraid to go deep. Pulls it in down the middle. Powers through. Oh, he's got some space. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Touchdown, Panthers. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Rutgers proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Scarlet Knights team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Got a man. It's Webb. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score. But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole. And this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Trying to get the edge on the right. Got enough for the first. On the move at the 30. There he goes. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Maryland!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off on the ground with a 58-yarder for 6. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw. It's Holstein. He'll take a deep shot here. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. Trying to take it back. The 30. A really good return after the interception puts them in business at the 29. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The give is to Smith. There he goes. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Terrapins!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good to finish things off. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll try the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Caught behind the line. It's Lee. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
Dropping back, it's Holstein. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Snags it down the right side. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Grab behind the line. It's Davis. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Unleashes one deep. And it's caught. Touchdown, Maryland!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team, true to its name, as they make the grab and get the ball.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. To the air. It's Holstein. Throws to the tight end. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And it's no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Pitt will try to boot this thing deep to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll open this third quarter with a run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
The Terrapins need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Quick release on the RPO. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And the Terrapins decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Oh, the ball's out on the return. Oh, what a move. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground.
And that was almost a huge mistake by special teams. On the punt return, fumbling the football, they are so lucky that they jumped on that ball and that their offense is now going to take the field, because that could have been disastrous.
To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
29 Philly.
Give to the back. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Here we go.
To throw, it's Holstein. Rifles it down the middle. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. He needed a little late boost from the crossbar, but he gets it to go through. That'll bring him to within 4.
I don't know how much longer they could have gone trying that field goal. 50-plus, that's tough. Kicker will take it. He gave it everything he could, knocked it off the crossbar, and went in. Nice job.
Coming out with it, it's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Sends it back in motion. On the move. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Back to throw, it's Washington. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Now on the move. Creates a little room. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Now facing a 3rd and long. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. Across the 25, he's got room. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
On the run, still looking. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They're trying to crease them off the left tackle. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Scanning the field, it's Holstein. Lets it fly. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Gonna let it fly. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The snap sets up to throw. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Maryland! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Give to the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Looking to pass. It's Holstein. Catch in the middle. It's Davis. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Pitt pushing the base. He might want another play. They'll try to get it through the air. He spins that thing down the middle. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. With the run on 1st and goal. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. Defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, the defense doing a great job winning, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Touchdown, Pitt! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyway.
The fake, and he wants to throw. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Let's take a minute to talk about Merrill. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be able to drown out the outside noise, right? Easier said than done. With this win week 1, they're going to silence the critics. But make no mistake, he's going to go into that locker room and say, everyone that's been talking trash about us all offseason, they're going to love us now. Don't pay any attention to that. All that matters is what's in this locker room. They've got to take that attitude forward.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll go to the ground.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Back to pass. It's Washington. Grab near the sticks. It's Webb. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
on 4th down and 5. They'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Now adjusting. Fires to the end zone. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Takes it back to the 24-yard line, and this defense loves to feast on takeaways.
That's one of the only ways you were getting back in this game. You had to force a turnover. You still got to score twice at least to get back in this ball game to try to win it. Great stop. Now it's the offense's turn. I need to score and score quickly.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Back to pass, it's Holstein. Buys a little extra time. He'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. Creates a little space. Turning it on! And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Looking to buy time. Unleashes one. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Terrapins! The defense putting points on the board.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
To the air, it's Holstein. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down and run. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs.
42, Spider.
Looking downfield on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Back to pass on second down. Pressure coming. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got him in the flat. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down.
And I like the execution by this defense, understanding where the first down marker is. Let him throw the ball short, come up, get him on the ground, forcing a fourth down. Decision time for this offense.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He wants a big play here late. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too, because of the field position with the offense backed up. They know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
Tried to get them a little breathing room, and they're still suffocating in their own end. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Got him downfield. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
Wants to go up top on first down. Finds a man on the left. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Now on first down from the 43. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. And as he throws, oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Grabbed behind the line, it's Webb. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on third down to try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
The Terrapins will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had... They'll try to get him on the fake. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work.
Man, the fake punt. The idea of the fake punt is so great. I'm going to catch you off guard, get a free first down. When it goes south, everybody's ticked off. Why did you do it? What a stupid play call. So if you just called it, sorry, but it's bad to say about it.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. To the air, it's Holstein. Here's a heat. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode. And what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. Wants to adjust the pattern. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Takes a shot as he lets it go. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expires. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find